Ladies and gentlemen, the co-founder of Clamor, Parviz Parvizi.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for inviting me to join you today. I'm here to really share a little bit of the thought process behind our company, Clamor, which is a very new company that I wanted to share with you. But first, I'd love to ask you a couple of questions. How long has the human species existed? How many years? What would you guys guess? A couple million here? Others? It's, according to a lot of the evidence in terms of fossil studies, it's been about 200,000 years. The oldest fossils have been right around East Africa, so we are, as Rosemary mentioned, all Kenyan. So that's kind of interesting. How long have humans actually been reading and writing? That's something that's pretty fundamental to what we do. What would you guys guess? Any? It's about, according to archaeological data, it's about 5,000 to 6,000 years in Sumeria. And if you go and take glyphs, which were kind of drawings, that's around 8,000 or 9,000 years ago. So you could go as far back as that. And reading and writing are fundamental to a lot of the advances that we've seen in human society. Text allows knowledge to be transferred and stored and then transmitted across space and time. It also allows you to actually access that information speedily, so you can skip around and jump to individual parts in text. At the same time, we've seen that reading and writing text has actually been around for less than 5% of our existence as a species. So text is actually a relatively new technology, and it's actually a bit of a hack on our visual perceptions. There's actually another set of senses that's been with us for our entire time as a species, and that's actually been pretty central to how we learn and take in information and transmit information, which is speaking and listening. And speaking and listening are actually incredibly powerful. They convey emotion, something that's harder to do with text. And actually, if you look at a lot of research, emotion's quite central to memory formation. And our capacity for oral learning is actually highly plastic. When you look at music schools, there have been some studies done of students who are visually impaired, and they actually take in audio information at 3 to 4 times the rate of folks who are sighted. So it's something that's been quite fundamental to us, and interestingly, text has been what's sort of brought us forward. In the past 10 years, we've actually seen a set of technological advances that have really culminated in these devices, smartphones, that actually for the first time allow audio to overcome some of the challenges that it's had. So audio traditionally has been hard to store and hard to transmit across space. That's been the big advantage that text has had. But that's actually been changing. So now everybody has a way to transmit audio in their pocket. And our mission at Clamor is actually to bring audio to its rightful place in the human experience as a central source for sharing information and knowledge in the same way text has. And we think there's a big opportunity to really have a next stage of human advancement as we go back to some of our more natural forms of learning and communication. One of the challenges that remains with audio is it's not very browsable. So you can now store it and transmit it quite effectively in a personal way, but engaging in audio and then jumping ahead or forward in a really precise manner the way you can with text is quite hard. And that's really what we're focused on at Clamor. So what we've developed is a platform that features short audio clips. They're capped at 18 seconds. So we boil down longer audio into the most essential parts and present them as a stream to users based on their personal interest. And the idea is really to make audio more discoverable and more social. Each clip is tied to longer audio. And the idea is that if you condense audio into its most essential elements, you make audio more browsable, more shareable. Some of the lessons that we've learned from other media. So text has Twitter, images have Instagram, video has Vine, and now audio has Clamor. So what we've done is taken a new technology and actually applied it to a very old human behavior. I'd invite you to try Clamor, and if you have an iPhone or online, and I'd really love to hear from you soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Parviz, for the technology you are sharing.